And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing PlanetBase on the more or less sandbox 500 population challenge available on the workshop. Okay, so here we go. We have a large need for more biologists. So we need a landing pad, and if we want to get a landing pad, we might check out chars. How about stats? Status is good. See, our prestige is already 70. I wonder why our prestige is so high. We don't really have much of anything to support that, but it is what it is, I guess. I built a few more manufacturing places in here because, you know, we need to process this stuff, and that's important. But we're also going to need some spares and to build our own bots and all that kind of good stuff. So when I added this, we're gonna need more power. So I'm gonna build another one of these monster power plants here. Let's build it right here. Connect you up there. And you might as well connect that one up too. Might as well. I might need a... You know, if I'm going to do more construction, if I'm going to have, like, this side be all of my sort of utilities, I'm going to want a way for them to get over here a little bit faster. But yeah, now that we have more power, you always want to try to produce twice as much power as you use. So that's kind of an issue. Could build a wind gen. Looks like our wind is pretty good right now, but I haven't been keeping an eye on it, so I don't know how much it fluctuates. Okay, so obviously we're gonna need a factory. There it is. No, not a processing plant. Factory. We're gonna need a factory. That factory there. We're gonna need another oxygen generator over here somewhere, because, you know, while we are producing enough, we want to make sure as we expand we have plenty to go around. So the other thing that I'm going to want over on this side is, if we're going to do our landing pad like over here, or maybe we should do it away from these two. I don't really want our landing pad to be over here, because these, you know, I want landing pad to go right into a security, like a control center. Look at it's just constant. Just constant meteors coming down. The meteor is low. I can't imagine what high looks like. It's like, that's nuts. Okay, so let's look at we have 53. Yeah, see, we're slowly losing ground. And this guy is back up again, which is good. Now we are starting, there we go. See, 65 we're up to now, and as I add things, so I want a spares. I'm gonna want a couple of these. I want to make sure we've got spares up and running, because if we run out of spares, we'll slowly degrade all of our components down to pretty much worthless, and that would not be good. Okay, so in an effort to figure out where we want a landing pad, I think we're going to want one like over here, kind of nestled. Let's see, I'm thinking this little area eventually is going to be like my mining hub. I'm going to have just mines all over back in here. Ideally, I would have it over here, but kind of upsets this balance here. So I want the only option from the landing pad to come in, they'll need to go through a security terminal. Okay, so obviously we're going to want some spares. Hey, look at this guy's... This guy got some spares done. Alright, look at him go. Excellent. So yeah, we need some biologists because this is... We're going to try to ramp up our population pretty fast. If we're going to try to get to 500, it's going to have to go up fast. So... Power-wise, I think we're doing pretty good. Look at that, 160 out of 66. We're producing way more than double. Almost triple. Okay, so... Is it time? See, I didn't move these medical supplies into here. I think it might be time to close this down. Looks like we used all of the meals out of this, so that's good. Got lots of meals in here. Doing pretty good on food. Okay, so the next big push needs to be landing. So I'm thinking right over here. So I'm gonna build a... How do I want to do this? I'm going to build a security center right over here. Okay. Right down here. Let's nestle it in close. Okay, and then an airlock. So an airlock here. Airlock here. Airlock here. So all those airlocks will serve the landing pad that's going to go over here. And airlocks are pretty cheap, one of each, for basically two of each for the airlock and the connector. Oh, this guy ran out of juice. The other thing I want in here, I want to start building up some semiconductors. I saw the shadow of that thing come down. It's not cool. Okay, so this control center, we're going to have guards and stuff in here eventually. Lots of guards. There we go. Just let that fill up slowly. So we haven't actually added any more people or oxygen processing, but that's what this is for here. And I want to make sure, I want to wait till these are all built and complete. Alright. I don't know why he's so sad. He might need a hamster wheel in order to make him happy again. There we go. Okay, so now we need security. Oh, I can actually put one right there. Lots and lots of security. And then an arms, an armory thing right there for guns. I've already got a semiconductor facility that's kind of working. Okay, So everybody's got to come through security, and I don't have any guards yet. So we're going to want, finally, how is our power doing? Oh, our power is doing great. Getting all of that stuff built. We're going to want some guns, so let's go to our factory and do a gun manufacturer. And let's set, oops. Let's set limits, manufacturing limits. Guns, let's not have an infinite number of guns. Let's have like 5 guns. Infinite bots, that's fine. Spares, I want 20 spares, semiconductors, 10 of those, medical supplies. Let's bump that all the way up as far as we can here. Just because medical supplies take a while. I can't actually make them yet. Okay, so we are at a point now where we can actually start bringing in people. And I'm going to want some guards and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to want a landing pad. We're going to snuggle it in right over here. I want it to connect in a couple places. All right, so that'll hopefully start bringing in people. Can we, so we can't, yeah, it's not built yet, so we can't actually put it together. So these are, the reason I wanted more power is mainly for the landing pad, because that thing for some reason takes a tremendous amount of power. But I want to make sure once the landing pad is done that we're going to start getting some guards in and some more biologists, because yeah, that's pretty hefty over here. And that's done. And no, that's done. So yeah, 5 power. Okay, so now I can actually do landing permissions. Colonist trader. I want guards. Let's slow the game down a little bit. We're gonna. What's your? Yeah, you're gonna be dismissed there, buddy. Let's go back to permissions. So guards. Let's go 10% on guards. We're gonna drop that. 15% on medics. I want more biologists. Oops. Reset to defaults. Okay, so 30% workers. We're at 40% right now. 35% biologists. We're close to that. 15%, we're almost on the nose with engineers. Medics, close to that, but guards. Guards are where it's at. Okay, calling the ship? Yes, okay, let's see who we get. We get what looks like 1 biologist, of course. Okay, we actually need a guard. Yeah, semiconductors take forever to produce. Okay. Now, hopefully, that guy just goes right to work. I think that's, yeah, I think that's our new friend. All right. So let's speed her up again. So we have now 13 people. Lucky 13. And as soon as we get a guard, hopefully. Yeah, the first semiconductor was done, and now the first weapon is being made, so I'll have... Oh, man. Stop. Engineer. Oh, missed that guy. Medic. And there's a guard. Nice. And he's immediately gonna chill out. I don't know why the bloom on this planet is so high. The white just blooms out. So we got our first guard, which we're about a quarter of the way to having him armed, which is going to be nice. Let's check our stats. So our prestige has actually gone down. Kind of funny. I don't know why that is. But we've got some spares up and running. And our gun is taking forever. Absolutely taking forever to finish. It's unfortunate. So we're gonna want to start making our own bots here soon. Oh, here's a trader. Okay, you 65% commission. Value 400. He wants 660 for something that's valued at 400. That's a little obscene to me. Okay, so I think it's time to do that. That'll give everybody something to do. Hopefully, I'll start pulling that stuff in. Okay, filling up the food. Salads. And lots of salads. And a couple basics in there. Another colonist ship. Who do we get? Who do we get? Ooh, and it looks like another guard. A worker. Biologist. Alright, so we got 2 guards now. That's good. I like that. So now we need 2 weapons. We're not even done with the 1 yet. They sure are taking their sweet time. Now these are engineer-based crafts. Wow, look how slow that goes up. Compared to these, which go up pretty fast, actually. That's a nice speed there. Okay. Obviously the guards are hard at work, keeping us safe. And now we're just hoping to get more and more people coming in. Hopefully the more biologists we get, the better our food gets produced, and the less likely we are to starve to death. So that is, as you start ramping up your population, if you do it, I mean, you got to be careful not to do it too fast, but you know, once these are all, you know, tended and not giving you these warnings, they should be producing food like exceptionally fast. So this farm dome will last you quite a while. We also got to keep an eye on our O2, because as we get more colonists, obviously could run into a problem. Okay, who do we get now? Looks like 2 workers and a biologist. No, 2 biologists and a worker. It's weird that you can't click on people. There it is. Yeah, 2 biologists and a worker. That's good. That'll help get this up and running again. And now we have 22 people. So we're gonna want another O2 system soon. Oxygen generator. I'm gonna push one out this way. Just because we're going to have a mining setup over here, and that is going to help us quite a lot. So I'm going to have a mining setup. It's going to go into a storage that's going to have, you know, a few. Oh, it might have. Yeah, it's going to have a few airlocks over here. So I might want to cut the airlocks off so there's less likely for anybody to walk up over here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. So a bunch of mines. Eventually going to have driller bots. And those are going to go in to a storage, which is going to go into a processing plant similar to this. It's going to be all metal processing, which is going to go into this oxygen here. So it's going to be pushing oxygen out where we need it. Why are these guys walking all the way around? They really should pick up all the stuff that's out here. I think our med bay has been stocked. Yep, we're fully stocked here. And how much water are we producing? Okay. Producing way more. Okay, another colonist ship. Got one dude. And he's an engineer. Okay, well. Okay, our gun finally finished. He's on his way to a drinking fountain. Why can't I click on guards? Ugh. We need another semiconductor in order to make that happen. There we go. So yeah, we're slowly ramping up the number of people that we're getting, or that we've got in the colony. So we got to make sure to keep up with oxygen generation. So yeah, this oxygen is now enough. We now have enough oxygen production for 60 people. So I don't want to have to worry about that too much more. Going forward, which will be nice. So this storage I'm eventually going to want probably to, well, a lot of this stuff is going to have to, we're going to have to kind of pull back on some of this. So the other thing we're going to want is a lab. Over here. Which will produce more food for us. Well, I'll have maybe 1 or 2 vitro meat things. Oh, one more ship before we end for the day. What are we gonna get? Oh, look at that. A guard and a biologist. Nice. Okay. Are you armed? Hey, this person's armed. Nice. Pretty soon all my peeps are going to be armed. Okay, this person... Alright, we are ready for another gun. And we're slowly working down all the red wrenches to yellows and oranges. So that's good. Slowly using all the biologists for that. We're gonna want a... Yeah, we're gonna want some robots. I think carrier bots are the only thing that we can make. Driller bots, constructor bots, yeah. Carrier bots. But those are gonna use, it's just use so many of those semiconductors. It's crazy. I have all this stuff sitting out here, and it's degrading. Might need to sell some stuff. Okay. My armed guard is coming in. Excellent. So now, just in case we get an intruder, we will have at least one person armed. And we're working on the next gun, which is days away. It's gonna take days to make that thing. Okay, we're ramping up. Look how much plastic we got. We're in a really good spot. I think it's time to end the episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.